Today's episode is brought to you by DNA Sports Training. If you or someone you know wants to take their game to the next level, then hit up DNA Sports Training. Visit DNASportsDenver.com to book a training session. We offer specialized sports training from football to track and field and everything else in between. Whether you're an offensive or defensive lineman wanting to get better off the ball, or you're an athlete wanting to improve your speed and agility, we have something for you over at DNA. Visit DNASportsDenver.com right now and sign up.
Yeah.
What up? Back in this building again. Yo.
What up, bruh?
How you feeling? Feeling good.
I feel like I'm about to rip that beat.
Do it up. Let it ride.
Folks ain't turned in to hear all that.
Hey, you never know what they turned into here.
I mean, they did turn in to hear
episode.
us.
That's right. And you are rocking the woo. So there's only one thing to do.
Yeah. Start spitting some Wu-Tang shit.
What's up, brother?
I bomb atomically. Nothing, man. Just chilling. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. It's another day, another beautiful weekend of sports. And
Another day, another dollar.
That's right.
Or 50 cents if you're me.
That's right.
I get pennies on the dollar. Nah, man, you said it, bro. Just another back for another one off of a real busy weekend for us, real fun weekend.
Yeah.
Didn't do a whole lot, but just went and had some fun, hit the museum, kicked it with the fam, did the fam thing. That was cool.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, no, it was relaxing, got a lot done, got some Christmas shopping done, and then DJ had another tournament.
I heard DJ be killing it in this tournament too.
He's his own worst critic. I tell him all the time, like, right now, bro, like, as good as you're wrestling, like, the only one that beats you is you.
Yeah.
I mean, and he could be beat, and he knows he could be beat, but before every match, he's ready to lose. Like, he literally said, like, I was like, what, are you just ready to leave and let these dudes beat you or what? And he said, yeah. And I thought he was joking. And
Is he just over chilling? Like, because it.
Well, it was just late in the day. We were there for a little while, you know what I mean? He got bumped to a different weight class, so he had to figure it out, and he was like, oh, man, I don't want to wrestle these older kids, but he got in there and he did what he's supposed to do. He left with the ring, so he just needs to get out of his own head and get out of his own way.
I can understand the apprehension a little bit, though, man, not wanting to wrestle. We think about it as adults because it's an adult. It doesn't really matter if you're older than me or younger than me. Like, you can get this work.
Yeah.
But, like, with a kid, though, like, that stuff still really applies to them. Like, they think about age. They think about, like, the size differences or, maturity. And it's, it's pretty much relevant. I mean, some kids grow faster than others. So, you wrestle up a little bit and, who knows. But he came home with some hardware, though, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, he took the ring home 2 weeks in a row that they moved him up, and he walked away with first. So, the expectation for him all the time and the goal is to just go in there and compete and never give up. Like, I don't care if you win. It doesn't matter to me right now. It's all about progression. That's what wrestling's about. Like, you're a football player, so you're doing this to get into football shape, to learn the discipline, and to apply everything that you learn in the wrestling on the mat.
Yeah.
When you put on your shoulder pads and your helmet. And he's surprising me every time he hits the mat, bro. And honestly, wrestling might be a sport, bro. I think, like, that really might be his thing for real because he's pretty good at it.
I mean, it's a trip to me, bro, that, like, I don't know, it is and it isn't. Like, sometimes you just discover things, new things that you like, new things that you're good at. And obviously, the better you get at something, the more you want to do it, and the more you're about doing it. And, you're not, if you're not good at something, you're definitely not going to want to give no time to it. So obviously, he's doing pretty good and, loves giving that time to it right now.
Yeah, so it was fun. And, again, our boys were out there banging, our younger dudes,
Nice.
They were there early in the morning. Millie was out there. Elia was out there. Chase was sick, unfortunately, so he had to go rest it up. Matthias was wrestling. Him and DJ were in a good match, bro. And you know, Matthias just needs to listen to his coaches a little bit when they're yelling in there. He gets good opportunities, and then he kind of just lets him
Yeah.
go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like his focus he loses his focus a little bit, but he's right there, bro. He's right there of being really good because, like I said, him and DJ went. It was like 4-2 when DJ pinned him. So it wasn't like DJ was just outscoring him and out wrestling him. You know what I mean? Like it was a bang.
That's dope. That's dope. No, man, it's cool that they get to wrestle each other, and you know, it's cool for these other kids, man. We talked about it last time, bro, and you know, as long as you guys are in wrestling season, I'm sure we'll touch on it a few different times.
Yeah.
You know, wrestling's fundamental to an athlete. While we're on the topic, shout out to Coach D Herrera over there at North, and them coming off a very successful Viking Invitational. I've worked that event one time when AJ was wrestling over there. It's a banger, dude. Like there's so much wrestling going on everywhere over there. It's a dope event. So shout out to them for another successful one, bro.
Yeah, it was a good one, and they had a lot of young kids come out there and do good on the mat. Bro.
Yeah.
Really, really good. So, you know,
Took fourth as a team, which
Yeah.
is, hey, you know what? Sometimes you throw these events, and like what we do when we're with track with the Viking Invitational for track, like we throw these events and we bring out very, very, very good teams, bro. 5A teams, you know what I mean, to come compete, and you know. It would be weak of a program to be like, let me throw this event and let us win, you know, and you know, we're more of the mindset, rise to the occasion, and you know, that's how you get it done. And you know, same thing with North. They brought out some really good teams, and shout out to them for getting it done, man. That's cool. You know, that's the best way to do it, man. Like I always feel like our Viking, and I'm biased, you know, but I always feel like in track, our Viking Invitational is one of the best events. And I always get that compliment, though, from other coaches. They
Yeah.
always say, hey, you guys are doing a great job here. We love coming out to this event because it's always competitive and there's always a lot of good competition.
Yeah, for sure. And shout out to Pete Ozick, Zach Gutierrez, and Rachel, you know, and because they are known for throwing the best youth event, too,
Yep.
honestly, in my opinion. And, you know, Zach and them took over the wrestling program the last couple of years, and last year was a really, really good event. This year it's coming up in January, so it's going to be another good event. So, you know, look out for that one.
Look
The
forward to
best
that
food,
one.
The best food and concession stand in town for those wrestling matches. It's a long day. You're going to get you some papas.
Bro, that was always my thing about freaking wrestling, dude. It was always such a
Day, bro.
freaking, it's a day, dude. Like,
Yeah. Hey, I was laughing because we were talking about Vikings, and you're like, I'm biased. So I got a question for you. If you had a Viking walk in for a job interview, would you give him the job?
if he's qualified?
What if he's overqualified almost to a sense? In some ways, but some of the questions he answered in the interview were kind of like not on point.
Do you know him?
No,
Or theoretically speaking, do I know this Viking?
no.
I do. When it
He was
comes
a Viking before you.
to business, like I feel like I have to be on point with business. Like I can't.
Okay,
I
I'm
can't.
glad you said that.
You know what I mean?
Because
Like,
I can't be talking too much, but, you know, but
well,
nah.
I got to interview a former Viking. You know, one that I coached recently.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna have a little help this year in track. I got a former Viking that threw for me. That's gonna be a volunteer coach for us, help me out.
Oh, for real?
And help us out a little bit. So it was cool being in. You know, I went into the interview obviously biased, but wanted to. You know, you always want to go in an interview and let people know the responsibilities that they're taking on. You know, and it's something as important as coaching. It's always important to, you know, let them know like the responsibility and how much accountability you have to show. You have to be there, and you have to be, you know, that whole mandatory
You should've
reporter
made 'em
thing.
show up with like a whole book of how they were going to improve the team and what they were bringing to the team.
Yo, I don't want to give too much
Drills,
behind the
skills and
scenes,
drills
but
and-
that was one of the things I said, bro. It's like, you know, one of my things was like, as a coach, you know,
I would have drilled them, bro. Who was it? Do I know?
yeah.
You should've
You
drilled
coached
them.
them too.
You should have drilled him, bro.
It was so, but like one of the things I asked him was like, what are you going to do to grow as a coach? Because obviously when you coach, you're coaching the youth to help them grow and help them grow in the sport or whatever you're coaching. But it's also about growth in yourself too, right? Like you're not just doing it to see other people grow.
Yeah.
On the side note, you're also trying to grow as a coach too. So like, what kind of plan are you going to have in place to be a better coach going forward and going through it? Because you're not going to be who you were day one. Last day of the year, like you should be better.
Yeah.
And then you should have like a better understanding of what you want to do. Like I always feel that beginning of the season to end of the season, like I can feel my growth, and if I don't, then I'm kind of disappointed. But yeah, you know them.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, I would have made the interview real uncomfortable, real hard. You wouldn't have felt comfortable in that interview with me. Whoever you are, you know who you are. I would have made you feel real uncomfortable.
You a good interviewer, Dom.
I would have been like, remember that one time when you were giving shit effort on the field during that drill? So what are you gonna do if we're in a tough situation and I'm already in there dealing with something and you got to take all the equipment all the way across the side? No, I'm just playing.
It don't
Shout
work
out to
like
you.
that.
Good for you. Good for you.
Shout out to you.
You know what I mean?
Yo.
Jumping into the realms of being a coach.
Nah, it's nice young people.
It takes a certain individual to want to sign up to be a coach.
Well, that's what I told him too.
Seriously.
Like I told him, like,
a commitment.
as as a volunteer, like you're volunteering your time right now, like, and we always try to find ways to take care of, our volunteer coaches. Obviously we can't really disclose too much, but if I get a chance to pick up some gear for them or something like that, dude, like without a doubt, like hooking them up. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Because they're giving up so much of their time too, and it's gonna be a tremendous help. I'm excited. We're gonna start getting it popping here soon.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's right around the corner for you.
Well, we'll start. Most of the kids play football, and other sports, so trying to get with them to start working out, it's always a pain in the ass, but they're in other sports. I'll take that. Like they're working out in other sports. So.
Have you thought about starting a youth little throwers club or something?
We should. Let's get DJ and Jada on, bro.
That'd be kind of cool, actually.
They actually, so you know what? I don't know, over by my house right there off of like 90, that STEM Academy or STEM school, right there off of like Pecos, they have a shot put and discus ring over there. And that's I think it's like a K through 8. We should fucking get that popping, my dude. Let's do it.
Just get down.
Let's do it. Dude, what else new?
Nah, man. Football,
Football.
Football's
What'd you think about
right
this
now.
weekend?
Oh, dude. So I'm glad DJ's tournament was on Sunday. That's for sure. You know what I mean? Because he scored more points in wrestling in all his matches. And actually, in one of his matches, he scored more points than the Vikings and the Raiders combined.
I wasn't going to go to that game, but,
No, I'm going straight there because that was pathetic. That was disgusting. That was a disgrace to the NFL and the game of football. Both teams should be ashamed of themselves, suspended for the rest of the season, and maybe have to change their logos.
Oh, my God. They're cheering you, Dom. I think they agree with you.
I just don't understand how you can't score, bro.
Dude, it's...
I mean, especially like I think our defense is playing better. But is our defense that good? Is their defense that good to where we're not scoring?
Nah.
No. It's just miscues. It's
Dobbs come
mistakes.
back down to earth from Minnesota. He was riding that high, and he come back down to earth. I think...
My thing is I think Coach AP is officially, and I seen something about this. Did he officially lose his potential position?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
He's losing it.
And like, what are you doing, bro? Like, I get you got the young guy in there, right? Let's see how he can do. Let's see where he takes us. But I think you're ruining a young guy who could be, if you sit him behind somebody who can groom him for a little while,
Yeah.
maybe you get something else out of him. But why not throw Jimmy G back in there? Because right now it's not working. His numbers ain't working.
Yeah, and I don't understand how Devontae Adams isn't a bigger part of this offense. How Josh Jacobs, and I know he got a little banged up, but how he's not, more part of this offense. Like, they look good coming off of the initial firing, but they've regressed seriously, bro. And
And then we got injuries, right? Max is banged up, you know, but it's just sad, bro.
Let me ask you a
We
question.
got to deal with the McDaniels and the changes that McDaniels made. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But still, like offensively, boring.
Let me ask you a question. So there was this thing I saw that was like, and I don't, you see this shit on the internet, and so you never know like how credible it is, or if it's even a real thought. But there was somebody suggesting that if John Gruden dropped his lawsuit against the NFL and the Raiders, that Davis would bring him back. Mark Davis would bring him back. What do you think about that when you hear that? Would you welcome Gruden back? Like, were you mad that he got canned the way he did? I mean, he
kind of got he
screwed.
He got railroaded.
But he said some stupid shit.
Situation. He did,
but
he
got screwed.
They all did, and they put him out.
He was the sacrificial lamb.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that's what happens sometimes, and you got to deal with those consequences. Would I be okay with him coming back? Yeah, I don't feel any type of way about it. Like, we're the dummies who gave him the money we did. Like, he left us the first time and went to Tampa Bay and beat us. So there's strike one. There's strike two. One would say we'd be done with it. But, we like to stump our toe on the corner of that bed every time we wake up. So we're going to do that one more time.
Well, they owe him the money anyway.
Yeah.
Why not get his ass to come work for it?
Why go and pay Bill Belichick, which they'll probably end up doing if he gets canned?
You think they try to get into DC?
Who?
Belichick.
I think they give him the head coaching job.
Well, I mean, he'll
bring in like Patricia and McDaniels. I said it a few episodes back, but I'm sticking to it, bro. It's something.
Where in Oakland or in Las Vegas?
I just feel like it's a nightmare bound to happen,
dude. If you're stupid enough to do something like that,
look at Mark Davis's haircut.
Yeah, I know. We're talking about the Raiders, so this is some shit the Raiders would do. I'm just saying, if you're stupid enough to do it, man, you deserve to have whatever the result is come back to you, bro. That's just that'd be just dumb.
I want to put out an APB.
Okay.
On his barber in Vegas, like whoever's cutting his hair, like you're letting that dude walk around Nevada looking like that.
Yo, he need to go see AJ and them over there at Cutthroat.
He does need to go see AJ and them at Cutthroat, bro.
Although I think AJ's such a diehard Bronco fan, bro, he might end up with a worse cut on purpose than what he already rocks.
He's a true professional and a master barber.
That's true. That's true.
And so he's gonna hook him up with one of those, get it right.
Have him looking,
look like a conversation in Pueblo or Walsenburg.
Fucking Mark Davis, dude. Lloyd Christmas.
Now, what else do you think about the NFL this week, bro? The Chiefs are looking a little bit.
Well, let me ask you a question about the Chiefs.
Yeah.
So their offense hasn't been what the Chief offense has been, right? The receivers have been the receivers, dropping balls, lining up off sides. Before we talk about that play, what do you think? What do you think about the fact that their offense looks like this and Eric Bieniemy's not there? For so long, Eric Bieniemy trying to get jobs, a lot of things that said that gets held against him is the fact that, well, is it Eric Bieniemy running the offense or is it Andy Reid running the offense? Well, now you got Matt Nagy there, and this offense does not look like anything near what Bieniemy had. And for the most part this year, they have all the same players on offense. And so I look at that, and part of me wonders, is that say more about what Eric Bieniemy actually brought to the table with that offense?
Absolutely. I think Eric Bieniemy is one of the most underrated coaches for a long time now in the NFL. It's nice to see him go somewhere else and make a team that was very lackluster, you know what I mean, going to an exciting team.
Yeah.
They're making plays, they're making things happen. They got one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now, statistically, when you talk about fantasy numbers.
Yeah, fantasy numbers.
You know what I mean? But he's doing it on my team. Shout out to my team with the bye in the playoffs. Sorry, I just had to segue into that real quick.
No one cares about your fantasy team, dude.
I do. You should have.
About to come whoop that ass. Hey, who won last week? Never mind.
Hey,
Never mind.
You know
Change
what
the
I'm
subject.
doing? I'm coasting into the playoffs.
So what did you think about that play with Kansas City?
I mean, What could you think about it?
I saw an interesting picture. They showed that actually also, in addition to the offsides or lining up in the neutral zone, that they could have even flagged Kansas City for illegal formation because the way their tackles are so far in the backfield. And that's a trend in the NFL lately, bro. Like these tackles, they're lined up, dude, they are cheating the, that edge. And I get it because these pass rushers are amazing. They're trying to get that kick step back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But damn, dude, like if you look at the picture, their tackles' heads aren't even on the hips of their guards, bro. Like
Yeah,
they're so far in the backfield.
I think, with the way the NFL is designed now, some of these, formations are designed to look a little bit, tread that line, so to say. And that means that you have to be even more critical about the small details.
Yeah.
Know how you're lined up at. You know what I mean? Know if you're lined up
Well, and that's
other
that's
side
something we're
of the line
teaching
of
the kids.
scrimmage. Like that's
That's what we're teaching the kids this
basic.
year.
You know what I mean? That's elementary
Pee-wee.
school, like football. Like
Hey, look over at the referee. Give him a thumbs up. If you're on, he'll give you a thumbs up back. If not, he's gonna tell you to back up.
yeah, no, I mean, if
And it was a cool
penalty's
play.
penalty. Yeah, it was.
It was a cool play.
But
Hook and ladder
watch your
2.0.
cross your T's, dot your I's, bro. Like be careful.
So who would have thought that the AFC West is really up for grabs? And is it?
I don't know if it's up for grabs necessarily. I think there might be one team that might just be running away with it. And I think that might be the Broncos. To be
shit.
surprising, bro. Like,
got that
honestly,
recorded.
I think the Broncos are catching stride. They're not all their games are pretty, but not all games are supposed to be pretty.
It's football, dude. They don't need to be pretty.
And they're starting to click. I think Sutton and Russell Wilson are starting to really look good together.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs are kind of derailing in a sense, in my opinion. And if they lose another game, it's tied up, and the Broncos have the head-to-head. So what do you do at that point? You know what I mean? Like, so it's either.
Oh no, the
it's
head-to-head
either-
split with the Broncos and Chiefs. It would come down to division record because
I'm
they're
pretty
split.
sure
with
the Broncos would be number one.
Well, I'm saying though, you said the head-to-head. They Broncos lost to the Chiefs in Kansas City, and then they beat the Chiefs here in Denver. So they're 1-1. They're tied with the head-to-head. So it come down to division, and obviously, if the Broncos win out, they'd only have 2 losses in their division or
Chiefs
1
still
loss in
play
their
the
division.
Raiders.
Yep. So, but I get what you're saying though. Like
Yeah, I mean,
fucking, it doesn't. It's not looking good.
Yeah, and I mean, I just think that even regardless if they win the division and the Broncos get in, I think the Broncos are the more dangerous team right now.
What do you think about the fact that an interesting right? Because the Dolphins fucking shit in the bed like the Dolphins know how to do. An interesting potential
yeah.
2-7 matchup with the Dolphins and the Broncos playing each other.
And
Rematch of the 70-point shellacking.
I think the Broncos are going to put 70 on the Dolphins.
They might,
A little
bro.
bit of payback.
The Dolphins look like shit right now.
Nah, you know what?
I can't trust Tua. They haven't. The Dolphins. Up until yesterday, the Dolphins and the Cowboys hadn't beaten anybody with a winning record when they played them, and now obviously the Cowboys with that big win over Philly has everyone singing a different tune. The Dolphins got, and I don't know if this Tennessee game was a trap game for them. You know what I mean? Because they've got, division game next week. Then they play the Cowboys. Then they play the Ravens, and then they close out with the Bills.
I think Tennessee found them a QB.
Yeah,
I think Tennessee might have found them
Maybe.
a young QB, and don't sleep on their ability either. And yes, the Dolphins haven't beat a winning team. I get it, but this is the NFL.
yeah, bro.
And the Dolphins are the most electric team in the NFL. When you look at them, they're just electric, bro. No, regardless of who touches the ball, they have the ability to get from the 50 to the end zone in a matter of seconds. Like, they're just ridiculously fast on all levels. And Tua is inconsistent. He turns the ball over a lot, but at the same time, he also makes big time plays. And so you're gonna have to continuously score with them. If they get in the playoffs, they're dangerous.
The thing that sucks though is you've seen what happened when Tyreek went out. This offense kind of fluttered.
It did.
And if you take Tyreek out the game, that's beneficial to you. You know what I mean? They run the ball well, but they didn't. Defensively, their hurt is where it's at. Defensively, I think losing Jalen Phillips, he was big for them off the edge, and I question they've had a few guys go down on the offensive line, especially today. Their center went down, so I just wonder, man, like, are they going to be able to hold up? Is attrition going to set in? They still got to play the Cowboys. They still got to play the Ravens in Baltimore. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
But, I mean,
Baltimore's a good team.
They are, and so are the Cowboys.
Yeah.
You know, and Cowboys have a great defense,
Yep.
and the Cowboys are clicking right now. But the Cowboys are still the Cowboys. Like everybody is still, the jury is not, you know, for sure. It's still hung jury.
That was an
right now.
impressive win yesterday.
It
or
was
last
an
night
impressive
against
win.
Philly.
And I honestly am a believer of their team a little bit. Like I do think that the Cowboys aren't the team that we expect them to be this year. I think they'll get in the playoffs. I think they'll win a couple games. I think they can. If they finish at the number 2 seed, that's a whole different story.
Do you think they're
Philly
better?
going to them
Yeah.
instead of them going
Yeah.
to Philly is a way different game.
Do you think they're a better team than the one that lost, that got blown out against San Francisco?
It's so
And then there's that mental thing.
it's so hard because I think sometimes NFL teams can go from putting 70 up to
To get in your well, Miami literally did that. They put up they won by 50 and then lost by 30
yeah. See, so
the very next week. So
it could happen to anybody, but you know that's what Dallas that's what I'm afraid with Dallas a little bit. But other than that, you know, I think Dallas is a contender. I think they're for real, you know, and I think the Niners and the Eagles are still for real. So you know, it's gonna be a good little trio
anything stand out for you this weekend?
as far as the bad penalties.
Just in general, just like anything that stuck out to you this weekend with the league.
You know, honestly, like I said, I was in a wrestling tournament for most of the day, so I didn't really check it out too much, you know. But
Yeah.
I can definitely tell you that the game that I brought up first really stood out to me because I was pissed off. That's what really stood out to me.
That didn't help that Trav was texting.
I was pissed
Trolling.
off. I was pissed off before that, and then DJ won, and then I was like, whatever.
So we kind of passed over it because of the
Yeah.
flow of the conversation. But now that it's over, what do you think about this in-season tournament with the NBA? What are your thoughts on it?
I think it's good for the league as far as like keeping people engaged what they intended right during the middle of the season. But like, you know, what is it for? You know what I mean? Like, what's it for? Like, I mean, I would much rather be a team who's not winning it right now and winning it at the end
Yeah.
than, you know,
Then one that went
than
7-0
coming
through
in-
it.
coming on strong, going hard for this championship, and then, you know, burning the gas out, and all of a sudden,
There's one thing that stood out with it to me. And two things. I thought the courts, although some of them were real bright and fucking loud, I thought it was a dope idea changing up the courts. It reminded me of some like schoolyard shit.
the entertainment.
Yeah. So I'm with that. The fact you get to go to Vegas, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of glad the Nuggets didn't make it there because you don't want to have an extra weekend in Vegas to distract the team, right? But something that stood out to me, man, is the fact that I don't know if it's just ESPN or if it's the Lakers pushing it or if it's just ESPN and the NBA kind of pushing the LeBron shit, or excuse me, the LeBron shit. Sorry about that. But I'm about to sound like a real hater right now.
Yeah,
And
Go ahead.
dog, how in the hell is everything all over social media like the Lakers just won the NBA championship? Like, bro,
Because they're trying to hype it up. They're trying to make it as big as they possibly can. So
is it a
that way-
coincidence that the Lakers won it then?
No, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers happen to win the whole thing this year.
Fuck no.
You know why though? Because don't be so naive to think that everything is just a coincidence.
No, I get that.
You know what I mean? Like-
trust me, lifelong Nuggets fan, bro. I get the fact that fucking sometimes weird shit happens. Like, I definitely get that.
So like honestly, they're not going to because the West still runs through us. But you know, like it's the Lakers, bro. Like same reason why, and I don't even know if we had the opportunity to talk about this like really fully in depth, but same reason why Florida State got robbed You know, it's about money. It's about who it is. It's about the ratings. It's about if I put them on, I know I'm gonna capture somebody's attention because it's
Yeah.
LeBron James.
Well, it's why they talk. Yeah,
It's
why
AD.
ESPN talks the Lakers. It's why ESPN talks the Yankees. It's why they talk the Celtics. Obviously, media markets. You get them folks tuning in. You get them numbers. You know what I'm saying? So I get that
Happens
part
when
of
you
it.
win too. You know what I mean? Like when you
Well, that's the thing that's the thing that gets me with this whole fucking celebrating the Lakers like they won a championship. That's a proud organization, dude, that has over 26 world championships, bro. And
That's
we're
what it is.
celebrating the in-season term. Dude, they're
because
talking
it's
about
the first of ever.
dog,
It's the
they talking about hanging a banner in the rafters and honoring LeBron James and AD. Like, what? Like, are you serious right now?
Okay.
Like, dude, LeBron came out and said they could take, what was his quote? Something like they can take away, or I'm sorry, records get broken. You know, all-time records get broken, but they can't take away from you the first time you do something.
they can't.
I get that, dude, but come on,
No,
bro. This shit's corny, dude.
No, I get it, but you do sound like a damn hater right
Hey,
now. You're
hey.
drinking too much damn
No.
haterade. Because let me tell you, if the Nuggets won it, we'd be saying the same damn shit.
Bro, I don't think it would have been embraced like that. And I think
wouldn't.
Jokic,
No, you're not
look,
wrong in
go
that.
off of who your leader is.
You're not wrong in that, and that's what fuels your hatred.
No,
That's
listen.
what fuels your hatred. But needless to say, it's still hate.
Listen,
but
go-
I'm not disagreeing that they definitely market other teams differently. That's why they'll probably get a longer run
Bro, but
winning this
LeBron and them are
championship than.
embracing this shit.
No, I know, but they'll get a longer run, like market scheme, a promotion run with this than we did winning the damn finals. You know what I mean? So
Bro,
like,
but it's one thing. Like,
but
I don't think the Nuggets would they would be. You know, I'm sure they'd be excited to win. But I don't feel like they would embrace it.
Jokic wouldn't.
I don't feel like they embrace it the same way like the Lakers are embracing it right now, bro.
They're different people too, though. Like
Dog.
you got to look at who's the leader of each one of those teams.
Dog, LeBron has won fucking multiple
But
championships.
gotta
You know
look
what it tastes
bro,
like.
But you gotta look at who's the leader of both those teams and their personalities.
Yeah, I get that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why. Like,
So what you saying about LeBron then?
I'm saying LeBron
That he needs that attention?
is a diva.
Yo.
LeBron's a diva.
I'm
Let's not,
saving that shit,
let's
son.
not act like it. Like he is who
Facts.
he is. He's dope. He's probably, you know, I ain't gonna say
But
he's
but we're still gonna come off it like haters
greatest,
though.
but he's one of the greatest to ever play the game.
Sure.
But, you know, winning means something different to him when, you know, Jokic is just like, it doesn't matter. This is just what I do. This
Yeah.
is me playing the game. Like, it is what it is. Like, you see how he
But,
treated the finals.
But also
You
you've
know
seen
what I'm
that
saying? And
after they
that's-
won though,
He
and
did turn
him
up.
and embracing with his team.
But
you've
then he
seen that
also
his
said, I got to
team-
get back to the,
Yay,
to the
but I
farm.
think his team means more.
You're right.
His team success means more than any individual accolade. And on the flip side, I would argue that maybe right now in his career, and we can talk about his previous years, but maybe right now in his career, his individual accolades for LeBron matter more than his team success.
But is
because
that
how long?
comparing apples to oranges in the where they're at in their careers though? So are we comparing the two, or are we just saying LeBron in his older days?
I mean, I'll say LeBron has put himself in front of the team more so than not. Not just now, the decision. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing. You know,
I don't know. I honestly think that
I'm a hater.
no. You are a hater for sure. for sure you're a hater. But no, what I think is I think these leagues, honestly, bro, like take advantage of the athlete sometimes. So the athlete does have to look out for themselves.
Well, and I think
So,
the NBA
you know-
in particular, the NBA always markets their stars, and
Yeah.
you're going to market the most marketable ones. And obviously Nicole ain't that, and that's fine. Whatever, I'm not tripping. Like,
You know what's gonna be what he's gonna have over all of them though? I'm gonna tell you right now.
what's that?
He's gonna be the logo.
I mean,
He's gonna be the logo, bro. Can you think about it? Like, who is the closest silhouette to Jerry West, and who did, like contribute like that? Like,
I'm going to say
come on,
this.
he should be the logo.
I'm going to say this, right? Where's the camera at? I'm going to say this like this. Nikola Jokic is the Steph Curry of this generation because he's already changing the way the game is played from a big man.
I was
He's
gonna
doing
say,
things that
different.
no bigs have ever done. You see these bigs that come over from Europe, these Euro bigs, the Wembanyamanas, and all of them. They're gonna start playing similar to the way Jokic plays. They might not facilitate as well as he does, but I think the game was already moving that like you don't have the big physical down low post up centers as much anymore.
Yeah.
And he kind of is that, but also blended with the style that Steph kind of because Steph changed the game. Like everyone shoots threes. Like everyone's a shooter, right? So like Steph changed the game in that aspect. The Golden State Warriors changed the game in that aspect, and I think Nikola Jokic is this generation's Steph Curry.
Oh, we're doing a mid-read mailbag question curveball I'm about to throw at you.
Let's go. I'll knock that bitch out the park.
Give me 3 to 5 people that you would put in the all-time greatest 3-point competition.
Oh, that would be fun. Steph
Me and
Curry,
DJ
Reggie Miller,
talk
Larry
about
Bird.
this all the time. Steph Curry, Reggie Miller,
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird. Just those 3?
Well, you said give me.
I said 3 to 5.
Oh, 3 to 5. Them 3. Give me. Give me. Fuck, dude. Now you got me thinking now, right? But those 3 come to my top of my mind. Ray Allen. Throw Ray Allen in there. How can I forget Ray Allen?
There's one more person I'd throw. Actually, there's 2 more people that would fight for that other spot for me.
Who?
Steve Kerr
Okay.
and Jeff Hornacek.
I was thinking Detlef Shrimp. Remember him?
Yep.
Vashawn Leonard.
Glenn Rice.
Glenn Rice. Glenn Rice was cold.
Yeah.
Glenn Rice was cold.
That'd be dope, though.
Yeah. No, it'd be cool to. Okay. Fucking let's flip it. Since we're doing this like this, who 3 to 5 would you put in a slam dunk contest?
Vince Carter. Easy. Put my boy Ja in that motherfucker, too. You know what I'm saying? Bang, bang, bang in that mother lover.
Bang bang Ja.
Ja.
It's not a shooting contest.
Yeah. He's going to put his whole arms through the ring.
Okay.
Rim.
So Ja, Vince.
Ooh.
And this is like all in their primes. They're like prime, obviously.
Oh, I want to throw in Clyde.
Clyde the Glide, huh?
Clyde the Glide. I'd probably throw in Clyde the Glide. Who else would I throw in there? Who else was a dope one? I don't know. I kind of want to put Jordan in there, but he's too sweet with it. Like, I want someone nasty.
Oh, dude, I'm about to knock this motherfucker out the park.
I don't know. I'm kind of thinking someone like real big, like maybe like someone who's gonna break the rim but do something really athletic at the same time. Like if they were a Monstar, kind of like Larry Johnson, or
Okay.
yeah,
Grandmama.
yeah,
Okay.
or yeah.
So I'm going MJ.
Did I say Vince Carter? Oh, I didn't say Dwight.
No,
Why
you
didn't I
didn't.
put Dwight in
That's
there?
what I thought you were going when you're saying someone big.
Oh yeah, I would have put Dwight in there for sure.
So I'm thinking MJ. I'm thinking Vince Carter. Thinking LeBron James. I'm thinking Kobe. And I'm thinking Dr. J. And then we just let him jump it off. Because the one thing I will say about LeBron is he's a freak athlete.
Oh yeah.
And I would have loved to have seen him in his prime compete in a slam dunk contest, which he never did.
No, he's dope, bro. Like,
What about
you
Blake
can't have
Griffin?
any hate on LeBron, honestly. Like, as much as he's a Laker, so boo, but he's LeBron,
He just moves
bro.
different for me, bro.
He's LeBron. Like,
He just moves different.
for me, it's like Brady, though. You know what I mean? Like, and he hasn't done as
It's
much.
not,
as Brady.
though, 'cause Brady's
He
got-
hasn't-
Brady's got rings to dictate his movement.
He hasn't done as much as Brady, but he has changed. He transcended the game of basketball, bro. Like, that era transcended it. Not only him, Mallow I'm a big Mallow fan.
I
So,
love Melo.
like, I think, him and Mallow came in the game and changed the game, but it's different. Like Mallow to LeBron is different.
You know what a fun slam dunk contest was? I think it was like the 2002.
J.R. Smith in the 3-point competition. What am I thinking
J.R.
about?
Swish. It was like the 2002 McDonald's All-American game, and they had the slam dunk contest with them, and it was Melo, Amari Stoudemire,
Amari Stoudemire.
Chris Bosh.
dope, and
It was dope. It was a cool ass little deal. But yo, we said mid read. Give a big quick shout out real quick. We kind of mentioned him earlier, but shout out to our boy AJ over there at Cutthroat Barbers and Anglers, 38th and Pearson, Wheat Ridge. Make sure you go check out AJ and his team. Get them holiday cuts. Get looking nice for the holidays. So you ain't looking raggedy in front of your family. I'm heading down over there on Thursday. You'll
I'll
get
be
me
there Friday.
Go get me like you said. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you know. But yo, shout out to Cutthroat Barbers and Anglers. Go book your session or your session. Go book your freaking haircut over there at cocutthroats.com, or go hit them up there in Wheat Ridge. They take walk-ins. Also, shout out to Canyon Fly Shop. What's up, Matt? Big ups on all the holiday deals you got going on over there. You can go catch your fade and then go get me a fishing pole for Christmas, Dom. So make sure you think about that when you're over there. You're about your boy, buy him some flies. You don't even have to know what you're buying. Just go get up with Matt. If Travis is over there tying flies, go get up with Travis and just get up with them boys, and they'll get you straight with what you need to get from me for my birthday. Or excuse me, for Christmas.
All right.
All right. Yo, we started talking a little bit of college football earlier.
We did.
You started touching on the CFP. Fuck it, let's dive in.
Bro, Prime is prime.
Prime is prime.
Bro, Prime is amazing, dude. Like he is transcending what you should be doing in the transfer portal and in just recruiting and just changing a program. Honestly, like, yes, we didn't get to where we wanted to be with wins. You know, we probably all had an unreal expectation for them to win more, and so did they probably. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, no, absolutely.
at the end of the day, bro, like he is changing the program. He's changing the culture. He's getting new kids to come in. He's getting high-end recruits, bro. He's getting the number one offensive lineman in the nation.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? To not only recruit, but send out a message to everybody out there saying, you know, if you think you're a dog, then you need to be here at CU.
Yeah, bro, I thought that was
if
cool
you-
as shit.
If you're not a dog, then I
Yep.
guess you ain't gonna sign up.
Yep.
But I'm gonna be where the dogs are at. Come
Yep.
to the dog pound, essentially. You know what I mean? Like,
Bro, I
and,
thought that was cool.
bro, like it is dope, bro. He, you know, Jordan Seaton is a man.
He's a big boy.
He's a man, dog. Like that fool is 6'5", 310. You know, 5-star recruit. And that's exactly what they needed. And he's young, right? But
Yep.
he's going to come in and contribute. And he's not the only offensive line that they've been bringing in.
No, man. They got left
know?
guard Tyler Johnson from Houston, UTEP's left guard, starting left guard Justin Mayers, UConn starting center Yakuri Walker, Indiana starting right tackle Khalil Benson. You know what I was wondering, you know, and that's on top of Jordan Seaton. Obviously, he's probably gonna be playing the left side, and they got their offensive line ready to go. But I was wondering, man, like, you know, is he gonna? Sometimes you wonder if people can take the temperature of the room properly,
Yeah.
and I was wondering that a little bit. You know, the way things finished, just kind of the recruits dropping out, but. Yo, he knocked it out the park this first week. And if you know what?
And he ain't done.
No, you know what I need to see now? I need to see him work that other side of the line now too.
Yeah, and he's already has plans to, bro, and he's already kind of, you know, there's some rumors out there. There's some things trembling a little bit, so we'll see how things progress a little bit. And you know, I'm excited. I can already tell that what he's done so far, by the time season kicks off next year, you know, it's gonna be a competition, and you better, like he told him the first year he came in, you know, go ahead and hit that transfer portal.
Yeah.
You know, he's going to keep telling them continuously hit that transfer portal. No hard feelings, bro, but I'm bringing them in.
Yo,
And when I bring them in, that means they're going, when the dogs come, the cat's got to leave.
the cat's gotta leave. I'm biased when I say it. you got to build from the trenches out.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've got the skill position players. They just got another kid from North Carolina State coming over too, wide receiver.
Yep.
But we got the skill position players. Now we need them boys in the trenches. We need them boys to be able to hold up and handle their business. Yo, can I do a hot take real quick?
Yes, you can.
Travis Hunter's going to be the Heisman Trophy winner next year.
Bro, he's amazing, dude. Like, honestly, like, I think if we could build our team to where we can, you know, limit the amount of two-way playing he does.
Yeah.
Even though, honestly, I think he can do it and still win.
Well, I think he can be. I can think he can be more. He can be less of it and still be effective.
Should I one up you and say that I think if he can stay healthy all year and compete how he did consistently, I wouldn't be surprised if you know, he's just nominated because of the simple fact that he's going to be killing it and be a top athlete on both sides of the ball.
Let me be extreme
Statistically.
again. I think if he stays healthy this year and doesn't miss the games that he did, he might have been, if not a finalist, he would have been a top 10 finisher in the Heisman vote. Just based off of what he does, man. Like, the dude's incredible. To be able to play as many snaps as he did. Obviously, he won the what did he just he was just voted as All Pro or All American, excuse me. First Buffalo in 13 years to have that honor, and you know, it's just the dude is already added accolades, already's got his name out there to, you know, in the mix for things, and so we'll see, man. But I honestly believe that he's going to be up there on that stage in New York next year.
Hey, I'll tell you what, he's probably going to be competing with Shador. Because I'm telling you right now, they're bringing in weapons
votes from each other.
They're bringing in weapons for Shador, and where Travis will probably edge it is because he's that two-way player. You know what I mean? And because he's going to be stealing some of those receptions and touchdowns coming from Shador. So, you know, they're going to be giving and taking points away. But Shador's going to have more weapons. You know, another year with Dylan Edwards. You know what I mean? Coming out the backfield, like, I think the sky's the limit for the team, bro. And Shador's the real deal too.
Yeah.
Like, no one gave him his respect coming from Jackson State over to CU. They didn't think he could do it.
Yeah,
They didn't think he was ready for that big time ball, and he showed he was.
Travis Hunter, man, All American and the Paul Hornung Award winner. It's exciting to see what they do. I think you're right though. I you know, if it goes down like it does, Shador should be up there too.
Yeah.
Like, and do you think there's a chance Shador leaves this year for the draft?
No.
I mean, they're already saying he's a first round pick.
Yeah, but why? Like, why?
When you could be the number one pick next year.
Why leave? Why leave for these reasons, right? I think education is stressed heavily to fall back on also within that household. You know what I mean? Like, I think Prime is building them up to, you know, make a financial situation, you know, make it right for yourself financially, build some wealth, you know, build some education to fall back on, and then, you know, handle your career. And why rush into the NFL when he's making the money he does on the NIL deals?
Yo,
You know what I mean? And he can still finish out and get his graduation. You know what I mean? Graduate and walk and do what he got to do, bro. Honestly, I think he stays.
so there's been noise about Marvin Harrison Jr. being offered $20 million in NIL money to keep him at Ohio State one more year, opposed to going into the draft. What do you think about that, dude? Like, did we see? Are we about to see a change in the way kids approach the NFL? Because a lot of kids approach the NFL because they ain't got money. But now that you can get money in college, $20 million is life-changing money.
Not to mention, bro, the way the NFL chews and spits these kids out sometimes.
Yo,
Like, it's honestly a stupid business investment to go into the NFL early when you can stick around and get that bread.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because in all honesty, you might get hurt your rookie year and end up your career on a rookie contract opposed to an NIL deal.
Well, and that's what they're saying with this $20 million. That's
You know what
more
I
than
mean?
the
Like,
rookie pay scale
I
is
mean,
for your first year.
He'll be a top 10 draft pick for sure, though. So he'll be getting a big bag, but it won't be that.
But it's not like it
Not
used
20
to
mil.
be.
It's not 20 mil.
No, it's not like it used to be, bro. That'd be crazy, dude. That'd be crazy if that happened. I bet now. So we see these linemen set, signed. I bet that was very important for Dion to get signed to convince Shador,
Yeah.
because I mean, ultimately, like he took a beating this year,
Yeah.
and what's going to convince him to stick around more than addressing the offensive line? I still think they need to address the offensive coordinator because
Well,
I'm not a big believer in Pat Shermer,
Yeah.
but it starts up front, bro, and I'm interested to see.
What do you think about Warren Sapp?
You know what scares me about like legends coaching is sometimes they were just so good at doing stuff that they don't know how to teach you to do it because they just expect you to do it, right? Like I was this good, I was just able to do it.
Back when I did it.
Yeah, so I'm always leery about like Hall of Famers or legends coming in to do it, but it provides another face, another recruit, another face of recruiting. He's not as wholesome. His image isn't as wholesome as some other folks because of some of his transgressions in the past.
Like what?
I mean, he's gotten caught a couple times in Super Bowl weekend,
Yeah. Nah.
but it's
But
cool.
what do you think it does to the competition in the D line room, simply, but also within the trenches when we're 1-on-1 sessions
Well, he should know what it looks like.
and things like that. Like it's going to breed competition. Especially what if they bring in somebody else on the O line later on down the year?
While they brought in the old offensive lineman from the Vikings
With him.
as an offensive line coach. Let me pull it up. I forget his name. But so I mean, they are doing things. You know what it does for me, bro? Like he knows what it's supposed to look like. So that's another set of eyes when things aren't going right offensively.
Yeah.
You can pull up and be like, hey, what are you seeing that we're not seeing? What would you attack here if you were going up against this? They brought in he's a local guy too. Where the fuck is it at? Lode Holt. Is that his name?
Yeah, they got to figure out the OC for sure, because I don't know if Shermer's going to make any.
Yeah, they hired Phil Lodeholt to be the new coach of the CU offensive line. He was an analyst at Oklahoma, played for the Minnesota Vikings for 6 seasons. He played for the Oklahoma Sooners, but he's from Fountain, Fort Carson High School.
Okay.
He's from Colorado, so
So biased.
I mean,
Nah,
he blocked for Sam Bradford.
I'll just play. I think it's going to be an exciting year, though, bro. I think what Prime's doing is dope. Honestly, I think he's bringing a lot of attention, and it's going to only trickle to other schools in Colorado. I feel like, eventually some people are going to end up in those schools as well, whether they're leaving CU, going to CSU, or going to, other places. I think, that's what's going to happen inevitably.
Shout out to Jay Norvell too. It didn't end. They had a chance for bowl eligibility, and it didn't end the way they wanted. But I mean, he's got that CSU program going in the right direction. They've got the facilities, bro. They've got everything up there now. And like you say, I think sometimes, like I think Prime raises all flags.
He does.
You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Colorado football and college football here in Colorado, because not only is that going down, but this Saturday you got the Colorado School of Mine Ore Diggers playing for a national title.
They're a for real program. I don't know if they get the recognition they deserve. Did you?
Well, they're playing their second straight national title, national title game. They came up short last year against Ferris. But they're a good team this year, man. Their offense scores ridiculously. They're a hard team to play against, bro. And I'm excited. They got to go down to Texas and play that game. But it should be interesting, dude. That team they're playing could run the fucking football.
Yeah, but I just think they went more viral for their photos lately than anything.
Oh yeah, you think so?
But they're a dominant team, bro. But did you see the pictures of their photos?
No.
That they took when they did all their hair.
Maybe. I don't remember specifically.
It's wild. It's dope. I mean, I think it was fucking awesome what they did. But they went viral and everybody was talking about it. But they're a good football team. You're right. They score points, and they do it frequently.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a good game. But I think they'll get it again.
You think
I'm gonna rock with them. I think they're gonna
finish it off, huh?
Yeah,
You
back
know,
to back.
that's not back to back. They lost last year.
I thought they won.
No, they lost.
2 and 3 then.
So no, they're going to their second straight. They lost last year. Fair State beat them last year, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at his. You hear you hear his little fingers hitting the buttons. Yo, Fair State won it the last 2 years, my guy. They beat the Colorado School of Mines last year.
You're right.
You know how I know? Because we got to go see Tony Anise over at the Glacier Clinic talk about his offense. That offense is sick, bro. At Fair State, they run that triple option ridiculously.
That's right. You did sit in his sessions.
It was fun. It was fun. But no, I agree with you. I think the Mines pulls it off, man, and it'll be a celebration of a national title here in the state of Colorado, which is big for football. Everything that's going on here, college football, it's fun, man. It's fun. All the programs we got going, Western, shout out to Elias Western, shout out our boy Brandon over in Adams State.
Yeah, dude, doing their thing. I love watching their social media feeds every once in a while.
It's cool,
When I
man.
Get on there and you just see the work they're putting in, bro, and seeing them continuing to just grind and become successful. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, and after having the
through
conversations that we
struggles
had with them,
like
bro,
the ups and downs and them not giving in, bro.
they didn't just go through it.
Just proud
they
of them.
grew
Dudes,
through
you
it.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. Nah, bro.
Gotta get them back on an episode of that.
I think so too. I'm gonna hit up Brandon. He said, "What up, man?"
Yeah,
Hey, did you watch that Army Navy game at all?
I didn't.
Did you see their uniforms?
Uh-uh.
Oh my god.
Fire.
Fucking
They
up.
always have fire uniforms.
I thought
honestly.
the Army uniform. So Army
now.
Army uniform was hard, but then the Navy helmets were harder
Yeah,
because
they-
one side they had like a submarine, bro, ghosted into that fucking thing. It was hard.
Yeah, they usually do it up. Those two teams when they come to playing each other, the uniforms are always icy.
Freaking great game, bro. Army pulled it off. Take home the Commander-in-Chief trophy, having beaten Navy and Air Force this year. It's really where Air Force's season fell off, man, is losing the Army. After they lost the Army, it was harder. Telling you, man. Telling you. Yo,
So,
I wasn't sure what the future held. I don't know when we're going to be able to get together again. Because, the holiday season.
yes, sir.
And, it starts getting busy. Holiday parties, all that good shit, So I got festive today.
You did.
Well, my Wu-Tang Christmas sweater.
I seen that.
But I wanted to rap to you a little bit about Christmas and about the holiday season, man.
Okay.
And, it's a hard time for a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people, it's not a joyful time. And so I'm just thankful to be able to have a little smile, be able to, I don't got a lot of things, but I'm able to share some love with my family and my friends, man. So I just wanted to find out, man, what are some of your favorite, favorite things to do Christmas time? And then, what are your favorite Christmas movies?
Honestly, bro, like now that I'm, in the parent mode, the favorite thing to do is just wake up, early Christmas morning and watch my kids like just enjoy the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like sometimes like once in a while I got to do, and then other times I never really did. You know what I mean? Not as much as they do. You know what I mean? Like I've never experienced it like they do.
Yeah.
And it's the best feeling in the world, bro. It reminds me of why I work as hard as I work throughout the year. All the gripes and complaining I do, the mornings I'm like, fuck, I don't want to get out of bed. Like tomorrow, I'm sure I'm gonna feel
Tomorrow's gonna
you
suck,
know what I mean?
bro.
But it just makes it worth it, bro. It makes it worth it to see the smile on their face, to watch them stress all month long to think about what they're gonna get, you know what I'm saying? And then finally, if they get it, it's just like,
Yeah.
the excitement.
That look on their face after they're like, oh my God, this is what I've been wanting.
Yeah, bro. And it's also dope to just like hear other people's like good stories of being good people. You know what I mean? Because there are a lot of situations where people are out there and they're just good, genuine people, bro. And you never expect somebody to do some of the kind gestures that people are out there doing right now. So,
Bro, I got a homegirl named Audrey Vargas, and shout out to her, bro. When Donald went through his thing, she was very instrumental in helping us with just like, fucking raising funds for just different things for him. You know what I mean? Like, and then she's always about that, and she adopts a family every year, and she's doing this again this year. And big kudos to her and people like her, man, that make sure they're not forgetting about people. And it's not like she has it like that. She's she's having the community help too, and she's organizing the community together to help with the family. And I think it's real cool, man, that, I think that's, we get wrapped up in the whole, like, I've been wanting this all year, and you forget about other people. And I think one of my favorite things to do is always just reflect on our problems, our triumphs. One man's trash is another man's treasure, right? And so what we go through sometimes we think is a problem would be somebody's, starting point for the happiest day of their life. You know what I mean? And so it's always a good time to kind of get around the tree and remind folks it's not about the presence under, but the presence of people around it.
That's for sure.
And, get to spend it with family. Love watching Christmas movies all day long if we can.
What's your favorite? Don't you say...
What do you think I'm going to say,
It's
Die
not a
Hard?
Christmas movie.
You see how I'm going to say Die Hard?
It's like, I just love that. That's always an argument.
My favorite Christmas movie is The Sandlot. No, I like Christmas Vacation, bro. We've always been a National Lampoon's fan.
Yeah, Clark is dope.
Yeah, bro. That's my guy, bro, because you know what? Motherfucker goes overboard to try to give his family the best experience possible.
I don't know, bro. The kid in me is saying, like, Home Alone still. Like, I love me some Home Alone as a kid. Like
1 and 2, I can't do the new Home Alones
I think
with these imposter
it's
ass
like
kids.
The Fast and the Furious, bro. After
Yeah.
the first 3, I think it's done. Like, 'cause what was 2? New York.
New York, and then number 3 was like a whole different family, different kid.
So
yeah,
probably was 2 for me as well.
yeah. I
But-
fucks with. I like 2 a little.
And then A Christmas Story, bro. Like
Yeah, classic.
classic. Of,
Yeah.
I
wanna go see-
out with that thing.
Yeah, I like the lamp, bro.
Yeah, me
lamp,
too. The leg.
Yeah, I want to go see that movie Migration, dude, on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fun. It looks like a fun movie.
We just watched that one with Eddie Murphy. It was all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was all right. Candy Cane Lane or something
yeah.
like that.
You know
It
what
was
movie's
good.
underrated? Polar Express.
Polar Express is fire.
That's a dope movie, bro.
Fire movie.
Like just the
Grinch,
animation.
the Grinch is great.
Which one? The original or the Jim
Nah,
Carrey
the
one?
Jim Carrey one.
Jim Carrey one's good.
Jim Carrey one is dope.
Is Nightmare Before Christmas a Christmas movie or is it a Halloween movie?
I don't know. That movie always kind of creeped me out. Honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I was kind of afraid of that movie.
What's this? What's this?
It's just
There's laughter
like,
everywhere.
why would you make Christmas dark like that though? Like that's weird.
Because
bro.
dark folks celebrate Christmas too, bitch.
Yeah, but that shit's weird as shit.
What's your favorite, man?
I think I said it. Christmas.
You said a couple. What's your
said-
all-time favorite? What's your first go-to?
With the kids around, probably the Grinch. But Alf, I love Alf.
Alf's cool.
I love Alf too, a newer one.
Do you start do you guys do it like we'll watch a couple here and there throughout leading up to Christmas?
Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Charlie Brown's Christmas is dope. Did you watch the Macy's Day Parade for Thanksgiving?
Bits and pieces.
Fucking them Charlie Brown floats. Dude, them floats were hard. I was watching before
See,
this.
which one was popped? There was one that was popped.
I was watching before must have been the night before, and they were talking about they're actually going behind the scenes talking to the dude that made the floats and shit. It was pretty cool, bro. Like there's a lot of work that goes into making them giant floats, man.
Can you imagine just fucking trying to direct one and dodge a street light, bro? Be like, oh,
You ever been to the Parade of Lights downtown?
yeah,
That shit's fun, right?
yeah. I haven't been in forever though. I don't know. if
Seeing
my
them try to
kids-
maneuver them and shit.
My kids have probably went once in
Yeah.
their life.
I haven't been
gotta
for a
get on
while.
that. I gotta get on that.
I want to go to I just want to go drive around, look at lights. That's something else we like to do.
Yeah, yeah. We do this. Have you ever did the one right here at Waterworld?
Nah, we did one at this church a couple years back over in Highlands Ranch that was similar to that though, where you drive through the. Those are cool.
Yeah, this one's cool. The radio and everything, it plays music while you go through, and the lights are all activated to the music. So
Sick.
it's pretty dope.
Sick.
I'd definitely recommend it. It's like $30, or it used to be $30. These days it's probably like $1.50 for a car load.
Dude.
So but no, Christmas is a great time. What can you think of as like some of your fondest Christmas memories?
I mean, you talk about going back to the kid in you. And I go back to the kid in me thinking about my grandfather. We used to go next, we lived like next door down the block from him for a long time. And so we had to go to his house and, Christmas morning and go hang out with him and my great grandmother and my dad's uncle lived there and kind of everybody lived there. And so it was, my dad's uncle used to R.I.P. Uncle Ori, but he used to. So one time we had Christmas Eve party at our house with friends and shit like that, and then the next morning we always go over to my dad's side of the family early in the morning, my grandpa and them, and my dad's uncle, Uncle Ori, he repurposed the wrapping paper that we threw away, bro. So the next day we're go to open presents, and he gives us some presents, and they would always either be wrapped in the Sunday funnies
Or in the
or the repurposed wrapping paper. So we had some, dude, and he was good about that shit too, bro, because they look pristine.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo,
like flatten them out.
Yeah.
So it's not wrinkled.
so I think that, bro, and then like you said, dude, waking up with my older kids when they were little, seeing the joy in their face and just the fun, and there's something about that youthful spirit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm excited to see this in Zai and Malachi now. And
They do it all over again.
yeah, man, my pockets ain't happy about it, but
Hey, it's worth it at the end of the day.
but that
bro.
youthful spirit, bro. Like I work my ass off in November, so we have a good December. You know what I'm saying?
And you'll make it back, dog. Like you're a hustler, so you'll work. You know what I mean? That's what
I'm
you
a
do.
hustler, baby.
As long as you got the means to work, you'll make that dollar back. But
Always got the means.
Christmas is dope. Do you any go-to meal for you on Christmas? Are you a primary Christmas type of guy? See, my favorite, one of my fondest Christmas memories was back in the day too. My grandma used to throw the Christmas Eve parties at her house in the projects. You know what I mean? And everybody used to go, bro. And she used to, get all the kids would have gifts, and it would just be a cool like family get together in a little jet. You know what I mean? And it was dope, bro. And those the good days. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think this year we're gonna do some Mexican food.
Yeah.
That way we all have something to unwrap when we open the tamales. Nah, but we've done, like my mom's done like lasagna in the past. She makes good lasagna. We've done like the turkey, traditional like kind of turkey ham, or my dad isn't a big my dad's not a big meat eater. Like
No.
you don't fuck with beef too much, like steak and prime rib and shit like that. I was thinking about making a pot roast. I love pot roast, bro, on the holidays. Either Christmas or New Year's, I'm making a pot roast because I'm off the whole. Once I leave work on Friday the 22nd, it's like, see you next year, bitches.
For real? Took some time off,
I took the last week of the year off, bro.
I thought about it, bro, but we're a little bit short-handed, so I gotta, make sure I'm there just in case others can't be. So,
Fucking, you're the man, bro.
nah,
Weight of the world on your shoulders,
Nah,
and you don't even budge.
I'm just trying to fit in where I get in, player.
Yo,
Trying to fit in where I get in.
well, bro, we didn't. We used our mailbag question early,
We did.
but we fuck it. This last year's almost over, right?
Okay.
Who knows if we're gonna get together again before the season's over?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm talking about in recording.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Doing one of these things. So I'll ask you now, and then if we get together and record again, we can just celebrate the year. We have the DNA Sports Podcast year in review. You know what I mean? What are you most thankful for this year, man? Just this year, not talking about in life or anything like that, but just this year, man. What are you most thankful for this year?
Honestly, I'm thankful for our football family, bro. Like the people around us that we're growing our kids with. Like, I just think like it's a good group of people, bro. Like there's ups and downs. We're all individuals, you know what I mean? We're all individual families, so we're not always gonna agree. We're not always gonna see eye to eye, but we're a tight knit little family, bro. And
Yeah.
it's gonna take a lot to kind of disturb that. And everybody's invested, and the kids are invested. The kids genuinely like each other, like, you know what I mean? And they're always constantly trying to do everything together. That's why so many of them are wrestling right now. You know what I mean? Like they're just always watching each other's matches, rooting for each other. Like it's dope to see, bro, and I'm extremely blessed to be able to, build a great foundation to fall back on for football. You know what I mean? Because, it takes a village, and to have that village, I'm extremely thankful for that. And my staff with you and Trav, bro, like it's just and Art and his staff, you know what I mean, and all the work that he put in, and Coach Josh and everybody, that all the work that was put into to building up not only our team but the whole program was just, I'm thankful for that, because without everybody there, it would have been a tough sled
For sure.
for me to pull by myself. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if I would have been able to feel good about not being as successful as we were for the kids. So
Yeah.
the fact that we were successful, I'm thankful for that and for all the work that everybody put in.
Hell yeah.
You?
I think I'm thankful for life, bro. I'm thankful for, I've seen a lot of folks pass this year. Almost lost my uncle on Sunday. Not this past Sunday, but the week ago Sunday. Had an accident playing softball and almost passed, man. And so thankfully, they had paramedics on the other team right then and there that were able to jump in. Some firefighters from Canada. Fucking, they're playing softball against. So
Everybody's in certain
you
places
never know when that
sometime.
guardian angel is going to be there. But so I'm just thankful for health, man. Thankful for my family, the lessons that I've learned this year, the losses that I've taken, but the wins that I've gained. I wouldn't be where I'm at today without that, man. Thankful for, to have work and to be trusted with little things so that I might be able to see bigger things and be able to provide for the fam, man. And just super thankful for that, man. Just thankful for you and your fam, bro. Like you said, our football fam, my kids, Isela, my mom's pops. Just super thankful, man. Like I don't need anything, man. I don't want anything for Christmas. I don't need anything for Christmas. I want people to feel the joy
Yeah,
and
for
the
sure.
love.
Yeah, that's for sure, bro. Like honestly, like it's a given. The family, like they're what pushes and motivates all this to keep going. Like I said earlier, like Christmas, the best thing about it is seeing all them happy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, you said I don't need a gift. Like as long as you guys are opening gifts, that's my gift.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like seeing the kids happy, seeing the wife happy. You know what I mean? And everybody else around us happy. Like that's just there's no better feeling as an adult to feel like you contributed to somebody else's happiness. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't get that good feeling from doing that, then you need to figure out what makes you happy
Should
internally.
never feel like
because-
an obligation or
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
like a
because,
burden.
Yeah, because then at that point, there's no happiness in doing a job. No one likes to do a job, and nothing should be a job. Essentially, it should just be, if you feel compelled to do something, then you do it.
That's right.
And that's the great thing about the holiday season, bro. Thanksgiving into Christmas, it's in the air. You know what I mean? Like there's bad, and you lose things, and I'm thankful for life. Like you said, I lost my cousin last 2 weeks ago or something like that. So, rest in peace to him. And he was fighting a tough fight, and sometimes you lose those fights.
Yeah.
But shout out to him and his family and everybody else. And I'm thankful for our viewers, bro. I'm thankful for this.
Hell yeah.
This opportunity to be able to plug in these mics, put on these headphones, turn on these cameras, and do what we do.
Yeah.
Because we were made for this. And this is what we're going to do. So just make room, because we're going to be here for a while, and we're going to grow this thing, and it's going to become something bigger than all of you guys expect. 'Cause
Built,
here it
not
comes.
bought, baby. Built,
That's
not
right.
bought.
That's right.
Yo, man, so on that note, brother, let's go ahead and do this damn thing. Let's
do it.
Yo, shout out to Inkless Laser, Icon Sales and Boxing, Anytime Flood Restoration, Zach G and the Play Harder
Say
Podcast,
it
Rebel Promotions, Black Sevens, Janice's Catering, Lash All Beauty, Cutthroat Barbers and Anglers, the Canyon Fly Shop, Colorado Wolfpack Youth Football Association, DNASportsDenver.com, on our socials, on our Facebook, on everything, and one very, 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 very special shout out
And it's like that.
Shout out to Frankie Dardano,
What?
Denver North Viking,
That's
North
right.
Side family. Yo, shout out to you, Frankie, for your All Colorado consideration. You know, I know it hasn't come down yet, but I know you've been considered, and I think that's a huge honor for the school. Shout out on an amazing, amazing high school career, and to have that be the cherry on top, it's well deserved. And I just want to give you your flowers and your kudos, and said nothing but love to you, man. And I'm very, very proud of you. And I know everyone else is too, man.
Yeah, that's for sure, man. You know, you can't say, there's not enough words in this world or in my vocabulary or even in the dictionary to say how proud I am of you. But I'm not surprised. You've put in this work since I've met you. You consistently do the same thing over and over again. You're a proven winner. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to win. So while everybody else is thinking that it's consideration, you're already it to me. So, you know, they just got to make this official like a referee whistle, because you're the one who fires that missile. You heard? Good job, Frankie. Proud of you.
We out of here. Peace.